Hey guys, we're just coming up to Thanksgiving, which means we're just coming up to Christmas. Let me just fix my mic. So I wanted to tell you real quick about some discounts we have on these two products, the 5-amino 1MQ and the SLU-PP332. You want to know more about that? You've got a whole stack of videos. Look at my playlists, and I've got gosh knows how many videos on these two products. So if you know me, you know I've been taking the 5-amino for probably 3.5 years now. I've been taking the SLUPP. Um, I've been taking them together actually for probably the last 6, 9 months, something like that. Loving them, get amazing, 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 amazing feedback. But let me tell you about the discount. So the discount, you know what I realized in these videos, I've never actually spoken about the price of these. And when I started sourcing these, it was because they were so pricey. I mean, the 5-amino was $250 a bottle, and I did that for 3 months. The SLU was the reason I did the SLU because it was reasonably priced. And then it kind of got popular, and I saw some of the companies triple their price. I'm like, that's not cool. So the whole reason I got into sourcing this myself was because I wanted it to be cost effective. And if it just meant that I can take these for the rest of my life, I'm kind of good. My point being, I'm always trying to pass on I'm just trying to, I wanted a good price. I know you want a good price, but you also want a good quality product. And I know there's, because the research compounds and there's this murky gray area, then, I wanted to deliver, I mean, a very high quality product. You've got to remember, I made these so I can take these myself. So they're only going to be the best quality. And, I put my certificate of analysis right there on my website, so you can always see that. But let's talk about the prices because I realize I've never covered prices in my videos. So let me share my screen and take you over to my website. So here's my website over here. Alrighty. I'm building a new website. It's all going to be different by the end of the year. But for right now, here we are. And yeah, I guess we can start with the SLU. So I'm selling it here for $85. Now, in full transparency, I'm hoping in the new year when I can order more, I can bring that price down even farther. But right now, it's a very, very competitive price. But the best way to do it, guys, if you go to here, one bottle 84. If you get three bottles, you bring it down to 235, and that's only $78 a bottle. And there's always an option of putting, the SLU at a discounted price with the 5-amino as well. But what I've got going on right now is I've got a 15% discount over Thanksgiving. So the discount code is simply Thanksgiving, and it expires on Thanksgiving Day, but that's 15%. Well, what does that actually mean? Well, if you're doing one bottle, you'll get it down to, well, put it like this, if you do the three bottles and you use that 15%, you're going to get it down to $66 a bottle. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. What have I got here now? I've got 235, 85 by 3. So yeah, so if you buy the three bottles, you're still getting it down to 78, but with the discount, you're getting it down to $66 a bottle. Maybe I should have done the math before I arranged that discount. No, it's all good. But let's go to the 5-amino. 5-amino. So a bottle 139. Like I said, peptide science are 250. So really happy. But again, my goal is I still want to bring that down. But what I can do, again, you've got the option of taking three bottles for 375, and that brings the unit cost down to 125. But what if you add the 15% discount? You bring that down to $106 a bottle. 106. That's crazy. And just so you know, they're right there on my website. There's my certificate of analysis right there, 99.2. I mean, can't be more transparent than that, can I? So, and the same with the SLU PP332. So let me get off this. And again, there's the option here of buying them together. So the websites you can go to are simply 5amino.com or SLU332, or you can just go to my website. So my website right now is theshrinkshop.com. And using that website, you'll always get to my products. But also new for the new year is I'm bringing back my joannlee.com, and I'm super excited about this. So these products will also be on my joannlee.com. You can go look at the site. It's not live yet, but I'm super excited about um, getting away from the shrink shop because it really pegged me as just a weight loss coach. And if you've watched my videos, weight loss is like just one thing that I do. And I felt like my website name just kind of pegged me too much. So I'm super excited to go back to joannlee.com. But aside from that, they're my prices. Really, really good. Don't have to worry about quality. I've been taking these myself for years. But what I haven't done is a little update on how I'm finding this SLU PP332. So just a reminder on this. So this is basically telling the cell to burn fuel as if it was exercising. It tells the cell to burn fat for fuel, which is pretty key. Well, thanks to the 5amino, my body composition is kind of where I want it. My energy is high. I feel it's really improved my NAD plus really well because I just feel good. I'm recovering really well. So I wasn't quite sure. I know it's a great product, but because I already kind of had my body composition where I wanted it, I wasn't quite sure what it was going to add to me. Um, and I was really testing it out in a few people that wanted to change their body composition a bit more, but it did. It did change my body composition. So I definitely got leaner. To the point where I was like, okay, I was going to do this 2 months on, 1 month off, to a point where I'll just do 1 month on, 1 month off. It did change my body composition. And you know what I like about this? I'm 58 years old. And if I lose weight, and I'm totally happy where I am, and what 58-year-old can say that they're totally happy with their body composition? I'm fine. I'm very, very happy, very grateful. But what I found was I got leaner, but I didn't lose anything off my face. Usually, if I lose weight, I'll get real skinny face, like, and I didn't. I just got like leaner. So also with the SLU, because it's not just about burning fat, it's about endurance. And as we get older, we lose our endurance. So okay, I'll go back to running. I've run a little bit, but not that often. And so I was like, oh, I'll go back to running, and just to test my endurance to see if it was actually better. And what I've found, for one, I run, I've no aches and pains, which is amazing in itself. And I put that down to the 5amino. I really do. My recovery is so good. But usually I'd run and I'd run, I'd be fine, but my hip would be weird and nothing terrible, but my body felt like it had run. Now I don't feel like that. I just run, feel fine, no crazy tightness the next day, no real aches or pains. And I put that down to the 5amino. But I also take GHKCU, and that might have something to do with it, but I doubt it. Um, but what I found with the SLU PP332 is I can just keep going, which I mean, I'm kind of laughing because the only reason I stopped running is because I'm bored. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Not because I'm not running at any great speed. If I'm on the treadmill, I'm maybe running at 6.3 or something. Um, and I've just stopped running because I'm just finished running, not because I'm tired, not because I'm exhausted, not because my legs feel heavy, just because I'm kind of bored. And what 58-year-old can say that? That's pretty crazy, huh? So I love these together. You know me, guys, I'll never stop taking the 5amino. Never, never, never. It goes way, way, way beyond body composition. I mean, my blood works better, my recovery is better. I don't have aches and pains. I feel good. I feel energized. I feel great. That was an absolute game changer for me. And That's what I hear over and over and over again. Phenomenal. I knew the SLU PP332 was going to be really good. I just didn't know if I needed it. I knew it was going to be a really good fat burner. I just didn't know if I needed it. Well, turns out I actually really do like it. My endurance is better. I did get leaner. I am definitely leaner. And also I should say with these two, I'm stronger than I've ever been for probably the last, I don't know if I'm 58. I don't know. I'm as strong as I was 10 years ago. I'm as strong as I was probably 15 years. No, 15 years ago. Because I married Kevin 15 years ago and I was really strong then. Okay, so I can't make that claim, but 10 years ago, I'm definitely as strong as I was 10 years ago, and my recovery is better, and my muscle is great. I don't feel like I am losing it, which I think so many people are dealing with that with other weight loss protocols. So I like being strong. I like my muscles. I like being lean. But you know what I really, really love? I love consistency. I love sustainability. We're coming up to the holiday season. I think they say the average American gains 8 pounds over the holiday season. This will be my fourth Christmas. Didn't gain a pound. And last Christmas, oh my gosh, last Christmas we went to England for I think 10 days, ate out the entire time, far too many alcoholic beverages. Then we came back and we went to California. It was Kevin's 60th birthday. We traveled for that. We had parties for that. I mean, I didn't gain a pound. Not even, what's crazy, not even with flying. And I still can't even justify that. When I would get off a flight from England, I'm not going to get on the scale the next day. Altitude this, you're going to swell up like whatever. And when I got back from Christmas and when I got back from a trip just a few months ago, I felt good. So I did jump on the scale. And actually, the last time I was quarter of a pound lighter, which was weird. But after the Christmas trip, I was exactly the same. And I know that because I have one of the old-fashioned scales, which I love, the calibrated scales. So I had left the scale as it was before I left, came back on the scale, set the same way, and it hadn't shifted. So although, I love being strong, I love muscularity, I'm always a bodybuilder at heart. But I really, really love sustained results. I remember when I competed, I competed at the highest level, the Miss Olympia, all that. And to get in such crazy good shape and then, off season, gaining 15, 20 pounds, the yo-yo, that weight gain that's so normalized in the fitness world, and yet it really, really destroys you. I mean, when you're in the best shape of your life, and then 2 months later you're in the worst shape of your life, that doesn't, for me, that does never felt good. I don't like that. I don't like that flip-flopping. I love just a sustained body composition. And above so many other things, I feel like the 5 amino has definitely given me that. So guys, go and, I mean, you've only got a week. Go and enjoy the discount code. Use the code Thanksgiving. But even if you miss the discount code, my prices are so good. That's why I got into this, to give a high quality product that I can take forever and that I can offer you guys the same benefit. So the websites, you can go straight to the shrink shop if you want. If you're looking at this after the first of the year, go to joannlee.com, my new website, or directly 5amino.com or SLU332.com. If you have any questions about this, email me, joanne@joannlee.com. I'd love to hear from you.